Fortunately, the reports that we are now just getting in from hospital authorities and from some very reliable civil society groups that have been monitoring death tolls indicate that yesterday's tally did set a sad new record as as the highest yet since the protests against the coup of February the 1st. One hospital in that worst affected area is apparently received 34 bodies alone, and there were deaths in other places. This was the ratcheting up yesterday took another significant step because this violence took place as the security forces went in with guns blazing after factories owned by Chinese investors, garment factories, had been set afire. Now, really, the core, who set them ablaze isn't clear. The Myanmar military is certainly saying it was protesters. The protesters have a huge gripe against China because they believe that China has got the juntas back and is supporting them diplomatically in international sort of settings. And there has been a lot of anti-China sentiment amongst protesters in Myanmar. But there are sort of suggestions from some of the protest groups that this wasn't us, this was agents provocateurs. Why would garment workers who live right next door and in the same compounds as these factories be setting fire to them? So that's murky. But what we do know is that the death toll is grim, and we also know that by targeting whoever did it, by burning down Chinese facilities, that really ups the instability there. The Chinese embassy and the Chinese government in Beijing have issued very strong statements of concerns about security and stability of their investments in Myanmar. They have a very important pipeline that carries a lot of oil and gas to Kunming in southern China that crosses Myanmar territory from the Andaman, and they're certainly extremely concerned about any possible sort of incidents concerning that pipeline. So really, we are at a whole new level in terms of violence and maybe the geopolitics too.